year school closing program, in which the Samaritan, the winning innovation competition in this year's secondary national school, will be officially launched into a municipality. Our mayor is Worship Honorable Mosi will preside over the launch. Our mayor and his entourage, comprising a few distinguished municipal leaders, together with the members, local school board, they will be with us. They have already arrived and they should be with us. So you remain standing and quiet as the guest led by our school principal come into the hall. Welcome, principal. Welcome, chair. Thank you, your worship. Welcome, your worship. Thank you very much. Okay, you may now take your seats. It is my humble duty to invite our school principal to welcome our guests and to lead the rest of the program. Madam Principal, welcome.
Thank you. Your Worship, the Mayor, Honorable Mosi, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to welcome you to this ceremony in which we officially launch in our great municipality this year secondary school national competition. In this occasion, we will present prize to Alvita and Montano, our very own students here in Sagrada Secondary School. Your Worship, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce Miss Nicole, the epic and innovation teacher, to introduce the innovation. Miss Nicole, please.
Yes. Your Worship, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am most humbled to introduce an innovation that has captured the imagination of a municipality. I couldn't find a better way to introduce the innovation than through a short skit that Alvita, Montano, and I are going to present in front of you. Alvita, Montano. You're welcome.
Tell me, Alvita.
Yes?
What do you think we should do as a society to ensure that you have a good future? Right now it seems extremely bleak. I shudder to think about it.
Oh, how do you know my future is extremely bleak?
Well, yesterday I was seated under a tree behind the classroom, thinking.
And then?
I traveled into the future about 50 years from now. Guess what? I saw you walking in a corner of a street as a cobbler. You look severely battered, and your nose was permanently running.
Me? A cobbler? Was it a nightmare you had? Oh, hallucination!
No! It is called traveling into the future. You just close your eyes and think about how the future will be, given past and current trends in our municipality. You can also travel into the past. One day I traveled into the past until I was back in my mother's womb. And I sat there mesmerized. Oh, it was so dark inside.
What a strange thing to do! But a cobbler, you say?
Millions of youths were loitering in the streets aimlessly, not knowing what to do. Most of them were poor angry, and hungry.
You are very serious, Montano. You mean, with all my education, I couldn't get a job?
Alvita, our country has been producing more graduates than the number of jobs it is able to produce. That is the situation now. What do you think will be the situation in 50 years? Well, Alvita, I was in no better position. I was earning my livelihood as a pianist with an also popular steel band at that time. But joblessness was not even my main concern.
Oh, what is your main concern?
Your nose, the way your nose was running, it is as if you had 2 drums of fluid in your head. I frankly didn't think you'd see another day.
And why on earth was my nose running like that? This is unusual.
Alvita, I think it's because of the awful smell in the city. See, that time, cities had a bad stench because cleaning water was scarce.
And why was there no water?
Climate change had occasioned unpredictable weather patterns. It was hardly raining anymore. It was raining only once in a year for at most 10 minutes. That new climate could hardly support plant and animal life.
You mean plants and animals had all died?
Yes, in fact, most people had adopted to eating strange things such as insects, rodents, crawling creatures, and other things that could survive this harsh climate. And all this was short in supply. So other people had adopted to eating plastic bags, synthetic fibers, and other bizarre things that I couldn't make out. Actually, at some point, Alvita,
Yes?
I saw you chewing a gulliver. Alvita, it appears you can eat anything.
Montano, you make it sound like if life will come to an end in just 50 years.
Yes! Life expectancy had dropped drastically. You see, in this life, people can live up to 80 years or even more. But in that future, people could only make it to 30 or 40 years at most.
And why were they dying so early?
Disease and malnutrition. You see, people could hardly afford medicine and good food. And crime was also at a high rate, with other people being slaughtered like chicken.
Like chicken, you say?
What with all these criminal gangs in our municipality? And in any case, as you might know, law enforcers and judges could only serve those who greased their palms. So people had to avail of their own way for protection and justice. They had to figure out their own private arrangements for security and justice. So this made the people take the law into their hands. That is pretty much the situation now. It had only aggravated for 50 years.
I will tell you, my dear Montano, lack of knowledge is darker than night. You see, I also traveled into the future, and I saw an entirely different world.
Oh, really? Tell us about it. Tell us.
You see, people had become so creative that they designed intelligent machines and robots that replaced professionals like judges and police officers. So justice and law enforcement way that no one could grow old. Actually, I remember seeing you, mistress. She looked so young and beautiful at 250
fertile imagination, but I can assure you, no such future is possible given past and current trends in our municipality.
Oh yes, it is possible. You see, we can transform human society so fundamentally that we did not need to do jobs. Forget about Kobula and all that. Machines were doing all the work for us. All factories, hotels, and hospitals were rendered by intelligent machines and robots. There were hardly any human being in town except self-driven vehicles ferrying robots to various destinations to attend meetings and transact businesses. And that does not mean there were no jobs. No, we were busy with other intellectual pursuits. We had ventured outside the earth, spending most of our time conquering new territories in other parts of the universe.
Alvita, what overheated imagination?
Oh yes, mistress. You see, we also developed technology for cleaning air of carbon emission in such a way that there were no problem of climate change. We could make rain whenever we felt like it. Yes.
Alvita, do you see that scarlet ibis patched on the school fence?
Yes.
That one over there.
Yes, I do. Why?
Well, we better discuss which side of the fence it is going to fly. If at all it decides to fly and not waste our time on idle masses.
But yes, I agree with Montano, because if hospitals today barely have medicine, how practical is it to think that there is a future where intelligent robots and machines will be able to run them? From where will the resources come?
You see, mistress, the resources are there. All we need to do is to ensure they are used on the right purposes.
But we are not the whole problem of Vita. We will never be able to do that.
We can find innovative ways of ensuring that happens.
Impossible! How?
We just did it. My friend and I developed an innovation, an app to solve this problem.
An innovation?
Yes. Haven't you heard that just one national secondary school innovation competition?
Is that so, Alvita?
Yes!
Tell us about it.
You see, it's a simple mobile application where people send videos, text, information, and photos, just as they do in other social media platforms. The only difference made is that you went ahead and developed something we call a digital picture call.
And what does that mean?
Well, to understand it here, just think of a traditional parliament where every member has a pigeon call, and a box where they receive their letters, notification, and other communications.
Yes.
Now, think of a pigeon or a box for every municipal department where the officials get their letters, notification, and other communication. That's what the innovation is all about. Only the pigeonhole is on the digital, and letters, notification, and other communication are resolved rather than in hard physical parliament.
Okay, I think it makes sense. But have you tried?
Yes, we initially deployed it on a trial run to protect our environment. You see, people took videos and photographs of the illegal activities taking place in their neighborhoods, provided the location and the people involved And people only need to post all the information on the pigeonhole of the municipal department responsible on the app. Official or we need to log up and check what reports people are sending to them. This is still continuing.
Quite impressive, Albita.
Yes.
But does it help in ensuring the proper use of our resources? You remember arguments?
Yes, mistress. You see, people share information about the municipal. People share information about the use of resources in the same way. Take the municipal procurement, for example. People share information about the municipal council. How the tenders are awarded, who wins the tender, and whether those who win the tender deliver the goods and services required, the quality and the cost of goods and services supplied, the duration of delivery, and so on.
And Albita, to which municipal department will such information be featured?
Yes. Well, it can be shared through grants and integrity commission in case of the abyss of procurement and delivery process. Well, the beauty of it all is that volunteers share information privately and anonymously. They so wish from the comfort of their home. You just download the app from the internet, make an account, and there you go. Pass whatever information that you have.
Please, let us get this straight. Where do you get this information on procurement, for example?
Well, from the people. The information is always to the people.
Which people?
Don't you know the people? There is always someone with information out there.
Please, let her explain. Speak!
Well, the app relies on volunteers. These are good people who are ready to volunteer information to upgrade the public good. That's why we named the app the Samaritan, after the parable of the Samaritan narrated in the good book.
Good people! Are there any good people around?
Well, all users will take legal responsibility of what they write, as written in the terms and conditions of the app. All users will take legal responsibility of what they post.
Very well, my good people. I thank you, Madam Principal, and all the teachers for your continued good work, which has won this school an outstanding reputation nationally. The subject of today's event is yet another example of the school's outstanding performance. I am genuinely impressed by Nicole and the two students. I like the issues they have highlighted in the presentation. This is a clear indication that our schools are nurturing visionaries capable of solving our municipality's practical problems. Of course, there can be no better resource for bettering our lives as a municipality and as a nation. In fact, and for this very reason, the municipal council will explore the possibility of mobilizing resources in support of innovation in our schools in order to actualize the future we heard about in the presentation. I will ensure this happens because, as you know, my name is Honorable Mose or Tunya, the smoke that thunders. I would especially be delighted if the medicines for regenerating my body cells was discovered today. That would make me live for 422 more years. How amazing, eh? Please, think along this direction. However, we will neither launch the innovation nor present the prizes today. Not because the app is terrible, no, it is in fact an outstanding reputation. So good that it could have far-reaching implications on other areas of our social, economic, and political life. As leaders, we need time to think about these implications. I now request the teachers and the students to leave as we discuss the principal and teacher Nicole on how we will move forward with this incredible innovation. I'm afraid we may not continue with this thing, or I've already forgotten how you're calling.
But your worship, this is a blessing for our country.
Don't you see it? It might turn out to be a platform for misinformation, lies, and witch hunt. You see, last year, someone spread a rumor that I had died. He just posted a text on some social media, and it spread like a wild bushfire. Do you know I almost actually died? During that time, I accidentally shoved a toothpick. A whole toothpick!
Oh yes! I see the risk. They are going to spread another rumor on this platform. And you are going to swallow another toothpick. Will be a platform for the people. And it will have far-reaching implications whether you launch it or not.
I need time to think about it. I will launch it at my own convenient time. There are no two ways for that. Hold any activities regarding that thing until my office gives further guidance.
Your worship, the President of the Republic is scheduled to launch the app at a national level early next year when schools reopen. We presently have some ongoing activities in preparation for it. I doubt whether the process can be stopped.
So is that so?
Yes, sir.
The President?
Yes, sir.
And why have you kept us in the dark about this?
The mayor office is duly informed, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I remember. But you never explained what kind of thing it was. No, still you have to stop it.
I think your worship they are beyond their power.
This thing we are talking about is a school project under their control. It is therefore within their powers to find a way around it. Think about it. You are at the center of it. Figure out a way, like writing to the Ministry of Education, indicating that there are some fundamental errors that you need to attend to. Get what I mean?
My apologies, Your Worship. The assessment of the app was done by senior officers at Ministry of Education. Experienced software engineers were also involved. It passed all the tests and no errors were found.
My good teacher, I am the mayor of Maracas municipality, voted in by hundreds of thousands of people, directly or indirectly. my decisions supersede those of every education official anywhere on the face of the earth. Do as I say. Write that letter expressing reservations about this thing, technical or otherwise, and then leave the rest to me.
I'm sorry, Your Worship, but they cannot overrule the ministry.
I cannot argue with a simple chairman of a local school board. I am Honorable Mose Oatunya, the smoke that thunders. I have been given express mandate by the people of Maracas municipality to protect their public interest. That is what I am doing, and that is what I must do.
I am afraid, Your Worship. The National Information Communications Technologies Corporation has already taken over the app. There's little we can do now.
Do as you are told! Write that letter and copy my office through your school principal. I expect to find a copy of that letter in my office in 1 hour's time latest.
I will do what is right.
I wonder if she's going to do it.
I wonder if she should.
Are you challenging my orders?
No, I'm sorry, Your Worship, but I don't see any sense in what you are suggesting.
Just keep your mouth shut if you have nothing useful to say.
I am almost sure she will not do it. She doesn't usually compromise on what she thinks is right.
Don't be so sure. You must ensure my orders are obeyed. Otherwise, you and she will be in trouble. Declare this meeting over.
Is it a new dawn that I now smell?
It's most likely the smell of berries or common corpse. Yes. They are delicacies for porcupines.
Then it must be a very delicious dawn in our islands.
Have you seen any new dawn since you began smelling them?
I've never been more hopeful.
The